I will be going through a few questions from the exercises to help you get started. We'll start off with question 2 in exercise 801. Meta's earnings for working a shift at their local nursery are directly proportional to the number of hours she works. Yesterday, she earned $222.70 for working an 8.5-hour shift. So let's underline the important information here. So we're told that her earnings are directly proportional to the number of hours she works. We're told she has earned $222.70 for working an 8.5-hour shift. Now, first part of this question is asking us if Meta's earnings are represented by E and the number of hours worked is represented by H, write an equation for E. Okay, so let's go back to our sentence. So Meta's earnings, which is represented by E, is directly proportional to the number of hours she worked, and hours is represented by H. So because this is a direct proportional question, we can write down a direct proportion equation, which says the first variable is equal to K times the second variable. Okay. Now we're also told that E is $222.70 when H is 8.5 from our second statement here, and so we can substitute that into our equation. So that'd be 222.7 is equal to K times 8.5. All right, and then we solve for K, divide by 8.5, because that would give us K equal to 26.2. So equation here would then become E is equal to 26.2 times H. All right, let's have a look at the next question. How much will she earn for working a 7-hour shift? So how much she would earn is E. We're going to find out what E is when H is 7. So we'll be substituting this into our equation. And so our equation was E equal to 26.2 H. And in this case, H is 7. So we'll be multiplying these two together. So that gives us 183.4. All right, and so we can answer the question. Meta will earn $183.40 when she works a 7-hour shift. Part C, the next question is how many hours? What is H? Okay, if she has earned this much for her shift. So when E is equal to that. So we again substitute those values into our equation. And so $144.10 is equal to 26.2 times H. Okay, and so to find out what H is, we need to divide both sides by 26.2. And that would give us 5.5. Okay, so the answer would be Meta would have worked a 5.5-hour shift. Okay, so that was a direct proportion question. Let's have a look at exercise 802, which deals with indirect or inverse proportion. And remember, our formula was the first variable is equal to K over the second variable. In question 1, we are told the time taken to travel from Sydney to Melbourne varies inversely with the speed. So we can write an equation for that. The first variable T is inversely proportional to speed. Okay, so T is equal to K over S. In part A, we are told it takes 11.5 hours at an average speed of 80 kilometers per hour. And we want to write down the specific equation for T. And so like we have been doing previously, we substitute in these values into our equation. And so h is 11.5 when s is 80. Sorry, the h was t, wasn't it? So t is 11.5. So 11.5 is equal to k over s 80. Okay, and so we solve the equation by multiplying both sides by 80. That will give us 920 for k. Okay, which we can substitute back into our original equation to get a specific equation for t. T is equal to 920 over s. Part B, we are asked if the average speed is increased to 90 kilometers per hour, how long, okay, what would t be, will the journey take? We're going to answer in hours and minutes. Okay, so let's substitute that into the equation. T is equal to 920 over 90. We can take out our calculator and find that answer. Okay, it's 10.2222. And remember, this is the number of hours. Now, if I want to write this in terms of hours and minutes, I can click on this button here on the calculator, which would actually convert this for me to hours and minutes. Right, so here I can see that it is 10 hours, 13 minutes and 20 seconds. So I can say it's 10 hours, okay, 13 minutes and 20 seconds. 20 seconds is a third of a minute. So you can write it as 13 1/3 minute. That would be your answer. For the next question, we want to find the speed needed to complete the trip in 10 hours. So we want to find out what s is when t is 10. For that question, I want you to have a go on your own and check the answers to see if you are on the right track.